So in this question, we've got a very familiar question, which is comparing two sets of data, and it's asking for a regression line and later on correlation coefficient. Now these I find at standard level very, very straightforward questions if you know what you're doing. And basically that is the minute you see regression correlation and a set of data like this is you put it all into your calculator. So I've already done that right here. Now just to show you how I would do that from scratch, I go to the menu and I go to statistics and I type it into a list. So I've got my list already sorted out. Once I've done that, that's the screen you normally see, and I want to go to Calc, F2. Before I do anything, I'm going to set, and I'm going to make sure that my list, my 2var list, is set to the list I've got, list 1, list 2, and this is set to 1. So just take a note of that in a minute, and that's your 2var. It's the only time we ever use 2var at standard level. So I want to exit from there, and I just set them for 2var, but I'm not going to use the 2var. I'm going to use reg for regression. So watch what I do. I press F3, and then I go into F1 and F1 again, and here are my answers. So I'm just going to jot it up here. I've got 1.14, so y equals 1.14 x's. I need to get my calculator back. B is minus 14.9. And you'll also see here that there's an R number. There's two R numbers, there's an R and an R squared. This R number is 0.972, and that's the one I want. I don't want R squared, so that's 0.972. So let's just go through. That's all from my calculator. So here we go. The values of A and B. A is 1.14. B is negative 14.9. So that's that one done. The product moment correlation coefficient R of the data, there it is, 0.972. And finally, what does R tell you? Well, what R tells me is that they are positive, strong correlation. Now, I'll just take a minute to explain that. R is always going to be a value between -1 and 1. The closer it is to 1, the more correlated it is, and the positivity. If it's close to -1, it has negative correlation. And if R is, say, between 0.5 and -0.5, I could probably say there was no correlation at all. And the closer it is to 1, the stronger the correlation. So I've got positive correlation, but I probably want to say it's strong as well because it's very, very close to 1. Now, those types of questions, very common on paper 2, and they're quite easy to get marks on.